Blake, I can't tell you how happy I am to have you back after being gone on paternity leave, and you're bringing cooler weather and some rain with you too, aren't you?
Yeah, fall's coming with me back to work. No, it's good to be back, but it was enjoyable to be with the kiddos, that's for sure, the last 6 weeks. Yeah, Juliet, that summer feel we've been dealing with really the last 2 weeks now, that's going to come to an end, at least for the rest of this week, as that cooler air mass settles on in. At least for today, it was warm, well above average for this point of October. Temperatures at least in the 70s, and for those near and south and east of Grand Rapids, back into the lower 80s. Even Big Rapids hitting 81 degrees today. On average, we should be around 65. So it's a good 10, 15 plus degrees above average once again. And we have done this for several days in a row now. Really since Friday, we have been in the 80s consistently for a daytime high over the last 10 days. 10 days plus. We've been above average for this point of the year, late September into early October. But changes are coming. 13 weather ball is blinking blue. Cooler temperatures are in view, and a little bit of rain and thunder on our doorstep. 13 weather ball brought to you by LaFontaine Lincoln of Grand Rapids. Now, we're still under dry skies here at home. We started the day with sunshine. Clouds are on the increase this early evening now, and that's out ahead of some rain and some thunder that will be increasing in coverage as this evening goes on, but still holding on to warmth from Holland, Grand Rapids, Ionia to the south and east. 83 right now, the number in Hastings, but look at Ludington. 61. So we have a 20-degree difference across West Michigan right now. And when you expand the view even farther, yeah, you don't need a meteorologist to tell you where the cold front is. It's right here, the dividing line between a summer-like feel and more typical October weather to the north and west. Temperatures only in the upper 50s to lower 60s upstream, and there's the cold front draped right across the lower peninsula. And as this cold front sweeps through the lower Great Lakes this evening through tonight, it will allow that chance of rain and some thunderstorms. In fact, we have a thunderstorm that has blossomed over the heart of Lake Michigan, somewhat on the stronger side. Nothing of severe criteria at this point, but providing some heavier rain, some thunder and lightning. And if this holds its momentum, this will be working right into parts of Ottawa and Allegan County over the next 45 minutes to the next hour. So our hour-by-hour forecast this evening, once we get past sunset, right around 7 o'clock, we'll see that shower and storm chance pick up in coverage. It's not out of the question one of these storms could provide some gustier winds, but our severe weather threat is rather limited. Once we pass midnight, casual showers, maybe a few rumbles of thunder. This will continue through tomorrow morning. This is before sunrise tomorrow, around 6 in the morning. A few lingering showers, maybe a rumble of thunder. Once we get to around midday, outside, a few lingering showers south and east of Grand Rapids. Look what happens the second half of the day. Any rain departs and the cloud coverage goes as well. And we should end tomorrow with clearing skies and end the day tomorrow with some sunshine before we hit sunset. As for rain, about a broad quarter to a half inch seems reasonable on a broad brush note, but it does appear there'll be a narrow swath of some healthier rain amounts roughly around Holland, Grand Rapids, and Ionia. So near I-196, parts of I-96. Once we get towards tonight into tomorrow morning, there could be a few spots that see over an inch of rain. That won't be widespread, but a few spots will be a little luckier with those healthier rain totals. As for the numbers tonight, we fall into the 50s, and then tomorrow, no 80s to speak of. We're only in the middle 60s tomorrow at best, and we'll remain in the 60s really through the rest of this week. It'll be quiet past tomorrow morning through Wednesday and Thursday. The one thing that stands out, though, that overnight low Wednesday night into Thursday morning, we could be well into the 30s, and I think Thursday morning we'll have widespread frost across the region. That'll be our next focus this week, but it does appear warmer temperatures will return to much of the country, including us here in West Michigan, towards the weekend into next week. Now, on average, once we get towards the second week of October, our average high, generally in the lower 60s, it does appear we'll have more days in the 70s than anything else. Now, as for our average last 80-degree day, that's about late September into the first few days of October, so we're already seeing 80-degree days longer than what we usually see. Don't think we'll hit 80 possibly the rest of this month, but definitely back into the 70s towards next week, even this weekend. Tomorrow, however, in the 60s. Some morning showers will give way to clearing skies towards the end of the day, the wind turning to the north, and that's a sign of that cooler air mass settling in. 13 on your side, 7-day forecast. Rain, some storms tonight through early tomorrow. We are rather quiet the rest of the week. Small chance of rain on Friday. Juliet, cooler after today, but it does appear we're going to be somewhat warm. No 80s, but somewhat warm by the weekend.